As best as able, we start looking at forecasts. And so as we watch forecasts and the call for any type of inclement weather, be it freezing precipitation or snow accumulation that's substantial, then we start watching and seeing. Of course, it's all about timing. If we're able to make that cancellation in the evening, it's probably the best for our families and our students, our community, so that they have time to prepare and make adjustments for whatever the next day may have in store. Sometimes we're not that fortunate, and so a lot of times it may involve getting up early in the morning, as early as 3:30 or 4 o'clock, and running roads. And so myself, our transportation director, our operations, chief operations officer, typically are out and about checking road conditions, checking on our transportation as far as our bus fleet. We do have a cold start crew that comes in early in the morning to get buses started and warmed up, particularly on days where there's single digits or negative digits or wind chills that are really low, and that sometimes it takes a little bit longer to get going. So it starts as early as 4 o'clock in the morning, and then we want to try to have that decision made no later than 5:30 in the morning. The one thing that really puts a huge cramp on things is once we see freezing precipitation, and that it doesn't take much of that at all to create just a thin film of ice on roads and make those conditions that much worse. If we can get and feel confident that we can get kids to and from schools safely, that's number one. Second to that, as it relates to our young drivers, you guys as young people, it's something that you're going to have to learn in terms of driving in those types of conditions, but we certainly want to be mindful of your safety as well, because children are our number one priority. If you were in my role, it sounds like you'd probably cancel school if there was a half an inch, but keep in mind I grew up in the desert, and so when it hits 50 degrees, I'm cold, but nonetheless I've learned to acclimate. So that's really what you came to